Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Jim Bellino says RHOC was fading before Alexis Bellino returned. It has a new life. With her return to the Real Housewives of Orange County, Alexis Bellino has emerged as one of the most polarizing Bravo celebrities in recent years. The first half of the season featured high drama, as Alexis challenged Shannon Beater over what she said about John Jensen to the other ladies. It's been exhausting, and Alexis hasn't earned herself any fans, because it's evident she's only on this show to cause problems for Shannon. Jim Bellino, who was once married to Alexis, is opening up about her stint on the show to Kelly Dodd and Rick Leventhal on their Patreon series. According to Reality Blurb, Jim was asked many questions about Alexis and the current state of the long-running reality series. Now in its 18th season, RHOC has had many ups and downs, but it seems like the show is in a great place with the current cast. Jim declared that he doesn't think there's any question that Alexis will be asked back for RHOC Season 19. He hopes she will accept the role and get paid. He adds that her return to the show has gotten America's attention because of the drama that has ensued since her big comeback. "I think RHOC was fading, and it has new life," he said of the show's current state. While Alexis has raised many major points, it's hard to imagine her standing the test of time on the show because the cast is slowly turning on her over her claiming to have ring video footage of the night of Shannon's DUI arrest. Many viewers have called this behavior out because it pushed Shannon to a breaking point during the most recent episode, as she learned about it on a cast trip. While Jim did offer some words of support for Alexis during her time back in the limelight, he did call her out for lying to Shannon on screen. In July's season premiere, Shannon mentioned that Alexis was involved in the lawsuit between her, Tamra Judge, and Jim, which Alexis vehemently denied. On the show, Alexis said that she advised Jim not to sue Shannon, which he calls a lie. "She never advised me not to sue you," Jim affirmed. The timing of this revelation is impeccable because RHOC is about to shoot its Season 18 reunion, and we're sure Shannon will have many questions for Alexis. There is a slight chance that Alexis won't attend, but given the amount of conflict she's brought to the show this year, the only way she wouldn't participate is if she doesn't plan to return for Season 19. After announcing her engagement to John, the former Orange holder has a lot going on in her life, so there is undoubtedly potential for her storyline to shift next season. Jim Bellino, the former husband of Alexis Bellino from the Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, has been candid about the show's fluctuating relevance. In a recent interview, Jim didn't hold back, sharing his thoughts on how the series was fading before Alexis returned. His words reverberated through the reality TV sphere, with many fans and industry insiders alike eager to hear his perspective on how the show, once a powerhouse of drama, needed a spark to reignite its fire. According to Jim, Alexis was that spark. Before Alexis came back, the show was coasting. It had lost some of that original punch that made it exciting. You know, people tune into RHOC not just for the luxury and the parties, but for the personalities that light up the screen. That spark wasn't there anymore. It was fading, Jim remarked, his tone both proud and matter-of-fact. Jim went on to explain how the show, like many long-running reality TV franchises, began to feel predictable. The storylines were getting repetitive, he said. "How many times can viewers watch the same cast members have the same arguments?" The core cast was getting tired, and even the new additions weren't shaking things up like they used to. RHOC needed someone who could bring a fresh energy, someone who the audience could relate to but also be fascinated by. Enter Alexis Bellino. Jim credited Alexis with giving the series a new lease on life. He described her as someone who embodies the essence of Orange County. Glamorous yet grounded, a woman who's been through ups and downs, but always emerges stronger. He emphasized that Alexis' return wasn't just about nostalgia or revisiting old conflicts, but about evolution, both in her personal journey and in what she brought to the show. Alexis is different now, Jim said. She's not the same person she was when she first joined RHOC. She's grown. She's wiser, more resilient, and she's not afraid to be vulnerable on camera. That's what reality TV needs, authenticity. People are tired of scripted drama. They want to see real emotions, real challenges, and how these women overcome them. Alexis brings that. Jim's confidence in Alexis's impact was palpable as he spoke about how her return breathed new life into RHOC. He pointed out that fans immediately took to social media, sharing their excitement and anticipation for her comeback. The audience missed her. They wanted to see what she was up to, how she's changed, and what new dynamics she would bring to the table, Jim explained. He also discussed how Alexis' relationships with the other cast members shifted over time. When she originally left the show, tensions were high between her and several of the other housewives. But Jim noted that upon her return, those old conflicts were re-examined with a new lens. There's always been drama. That's the nature of RHOC, Jim admitted. But now the drama feels more real. It's not just bickering for the sake of bickering. These women have real histories together, and there are real wounds that need to heal. Watching Alexis navigate those old relationships, and even form new ones, adds a layer of depth that the show was missing. Jim continued, "When Alexis first left the show, I think she was still trying to figure out who she was. She had gone through a lot, and being on RHOC was a huge part of her journey. But now she's come back knowing exactly who she is. She's confident, she's strong, and she's ready to face whatever comes her way. That's compelling television. That's what viewers want to see." In addition to Alexis's personal growth, Jim also pointed to her evolving relationship with her family as another reason why her return has resonated with fans. He spoke about how the show is now able to explore her life as a mother and how her children have grown over the years. People connect with Alexis because she's relatable. Yes, she's living this glamorous Orange County life, but she's also a mom, a woman who's been through a divorce, and someone who's had to rebuild her life. She's not just about the luxury, she's about real life. That's what RHOC was missing, and that's what Alexis has brought back to the show. Jim also touched on how Alexis's presence helped balance the cast dynamics. With so many larger-than-life personalities on RHOC, Jim said that Alexis brings a sense of stability and level-headedness to the group. She's not about petty drama. She's real, and she's focused on what matters most in life. That's refreshing. Toward the end of the interview, Jim reflected on how RHOC had changed since its inception, and how Alexis' return has played a pivotal role in keeping it relevant. Look, RHOC has been on the air for a long time. It's had its highs and lows, but you have to keep things fresh to keep people watching. Alexis has done that. She's brought a new energy to the show, and it's clear that fans are excited about it. Jim also hinted at even bigger things to come, suggesting that Alexis' return was just the beginning of a new chapter for both her and the series. There's so much more to her story that hasn't been told yet. And as viewers get to see more of her, I think they'll be even more invested in what's coming next. In Jim's eyes, Alexis' return didn't just help save RHOC from fading into irrelevance. It gave the show a new life entirely. With her back in the fold, the future of the Real Housewives of Orange County looks brighter than ever. RHOC is back, Jim declared with a smile. And Alexis is a big reason why.